Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ksenia and I make videos for people who, like myself, are going through the family immigration process. I'm not an immigration attorney. My videos are based on publicly available information, my own experience, and the experience of my subscribers. And the purpose of my channel is to give you all the confidence to go through this process completely on your own. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to submit a Freedom of Information Act request for your immigration case. Before you proceed with a FOIA request for USCIS, I want you to understand that different immigration agencies, such as USCIS, the immigration courts, Customs and Border Patrol, and ICE, they are all different departments of one big department of Homeland Security. The reason why I'm making this distinction is because when you're looking for your immigration records or any records related to US immigration or travel or visas, you really have to first understand what agency you need to be requesting your information from. So now, without further ado, let's start with the USCIS FOIA request. You're going to first go to the uscis.gov website, and in the search bar, you can type in FOIA. And right here, you will be taken to request records through FOIA. You can do that right online by clicking this button right here. You will then be prompted to log into your USCIS account. Once you log in, you will be asked, what is the purpose of your FOIA request? In our case, we're submitting for myself. Then you will be taken to a page which asks for details of what kind of records you are requesting. All of these records can be requested. So if you're looking to just obtain a copy of your applications, you can just click, for example, petition for alien relative. You will be sent a copy of just the application. In our case, say for example, we need to obtain all records that we have submitted with USCIS when we applied for example, marriage-based, concurrently filed application. However, if you only click off these two, they will only send you the copies of these two applications that you have submitted. They will not attach any evidence that you have sent to them or any supporting documents. If you would like to obtain a copy of your entire immigration record, in this case, the best option is to click Other. And here, we will type out exactly what we are requesting. And you have to be very specific. So this is the kind of explanation you can include if you are, for example, requesting a copy of your entire alien file. You can also include some specifics of what exactly you're looking for. You can list out all the applications that you have ever filed with them that you would like to obtain. You can also type in what other things you're looking for, such as all supporting documents and evidence. Once you included your detailed explanation, click Next. You will be asked to select whether or not your FOIA request qualifies for expedited processing. Only the following circumstances may qualify you for expedited processing. And if you have any court proceedings, then in that case, you can also select yes. But in our case, this does not apply. So we will simply not select any of these, keep this no, and click Next. On this page, you are now asked to provide all of your information. So you want to include your A number, for example. If you had multiple alien numbers issued to you, you may also add it here. You can find your alien number, which is also known as your USCIS number, and it can be found on your employment authorization document, any notices that you have received from USCIS, your green card, etc. Next, select your country of birth and provide your date of birth. And if you have any receipts that you have filed with USCIS, you can include the receipt numbers here. So if you are looking for a copy of your I-130 application and you do have a receipt copy from USCIS, you can include a receipt number here, but you can totally omit this. Click Next. Next, you will be asked to provide your current full name and any other names you have used. Then they ask you what is your full name upon entry into the United States. If you have never changed your name before since entering the United States, you can type in same as current name, or you can provide your name if it was different. Next, provide your contact information, your mailing address. If your daytime number is the same as your mobile number, you can click this button. And your email. Next, you will be asked additional information about your relatives. And it's very important that you include all of this information to your best ability, because this will help cross-reference your file to anybody else's file who may have a similar name to yours. And this is asking for your biological parents, by the way, that are listed out on your birth certificate. Any other family members that you may have can also be included here. Say, for example, you have a spouse, you can indicate their name here. And you can add as many relatives as necessary, such as names of your children. So this part of the application, if you're looking for them to include your entire record without omitting information of any of the people that you have listed above, you will need to submit something like a consent for this information to be released to you. Although they recommend that you can include a form like G28, the G28 document is usually used by attorneys and accredited immigration representatives who can obtain records on your behalf. It doesn't necessarily apply to your relatives, for example, consenting to something like this. So you can totally omit this if most of the information you're looking for in your FOIA request is just for yourself. I didn't upload anything here, and they did omit certain information about my spouse. If I wanted to, I could have uploaded a document with his signature and a copy of his ID stating that he consents to USCIS releasing his personal information in my FOIA request records. But in any case, you're not required to provide this, so you can skip past it. On the next page, you will be asked to attach any additional documentation that you may need. And if you're just requesting these records for yourself, you can totally omit this. There's nothing else really that you need to provide here, so you can click next. And finally, they will give you a summary of your FOIA request. Double check that you are including all the necessary information here, and you will need to sign this form by clicking that you have read and agreed with this statement, and will type in your name, which will be considered your signature. And you do not have to pay anything. FOIA requests are free. However, if your FOIA request takes up more hours than USCIS allots to your request, or there is an inordinate amount of documents that need to be searched, duplicated, and copied for you, then they may charge you up to $25 to process that additional information. But most people do not have to pay a dime for their FOIA request. And then you can click the submit request. I'm obviously not going to do that because this is not a real case. But I will show you my own FOIA request and what it looked like after submission. So once you click submit, you will be taken to a page that looks something like this. You will be given your case number and the status of your FOIA request and the document library. All of the records will be uploaded here in an electronic format. USCIS does not mail anything to you. Once you submit your request, you will get an email that looks something like this, which will basically confirm that your FOIA request has been submitted. Once your FOIA request is completed, you will receive an email that looks like this, and you will now be able to log in back to your account to review your request and all the documents that they have sent you. Once you log into your account, this is where you will be able to see all of your requests that you have ever submitted. Chances are, if you're doing this for yourself, you're probably not going to have that many. And you can click directly on your request's control number, where then you will be able to click on the document library. And the two things that every single person submitting a request gets is called a partial denial and an acknowledgement letter. The partial denial does not mean that they denied your FOIA request at all. This is just a standard letter that most applicants get. You can read it, but basically it means that there are certain records that they were not able to release to you and why. And then you will be able to see the actual PDF files of your record. So I won't be able to necessarily show you all of the information that was provided here. They did include all of my applications and supporting documents and evidence. So my FOIA request took about 1 month to complete, and the estimation date was almost exact. That is basically how you submit a FOIA request. I did not have to pay anything. All of my documents were uploaded on this portal, so I was able to then download them to my computer and keep for myself. But again, you can also log into your account at any time and review your documents here. Let me know if you have any additional questions. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you guys in my next videos. Bye!